Hi friends, when I was a child, I eagerly awaited the new year. And why did I do that? I used to make greetings cards and send them to everyone I knew. When I received greetings cards from my friends and relatives, I used to keep it on my study table for years. Sending and receiving greetings cards were ways to show affection and love. Gradually, we drifted into the digital era and SMSs, WhatsApp messages, and messengers replaced greetings cards. When digital age started, emojis and smileys became new ways of greetings. We came miles ahead, leaving greetings cards way behind. However, greeting is still an integral part of our life. It is the introductory expression we use when we interact with someone. So, if you wish to learn a language, learn greetings first. In this video, we will learn vivid expressions to greet someone we meet. A greeting is something friendly that you say or do when you meet somebody. English-speaking people usually informally greet each other, so you can use these common conversational greetings for friends, family, as well as people you meet in casual settings. I'll discuss the formal expressions in the latter half of this video. So, instead of wasting any time, let's begin. Number 1. Hi, hey, hi, hey. You can use hi and hey to greet someone instead of hello. Hi is appropriate to use in any casual situation. Hey is for people you've already met. If you say hey to a stranger, it might be confusing for that person because he or she will try to remember when you met before. Remember that hey does not always mean hello. Hey can be used to call for someone's attention too. Number 2. How is it going? Or how are you doing? How is it going? Or how are you doing? These are casual ways of asking how are you. If you are trying to be particularly polite, stick with how are you, but otherwise you can use these expressions to greet almost anyone. The word going is usually shortened, so it sounds more like go in. Go in. You can answer it with it's going well or I'm doing well, depending on the question. Although it's not grammatically correct, most people just answer good, and you can too. Like when responding to how are you, you can also follow your answer by asking and you. If somebody asks how are you, you can say good and you. Number 3. What's up? What's new? What's going on? These are some other informal ways of asking how are you, which are typically used to casually greet someone you have met before. Most people answer with nothing or not much, or if it feels right to make small talk, you could also briefly describe anything new or interesting that's going on in your life before asking what about you to continue the conversation. Number 4. How is everything? How are things, or how is life? How is everything? How are things, or how is life? These are some other common ways of asking how are you. They can be used to casually greet anyone, but most often they are used to greet someone you already know. To these, you can answer good or not bad. Again, if small talk feels appropriate, you could also briefly share any interesting news about your life and then ask the person, what about you? Or another greeting question, whichever one you like. Number 5. How is your day? How is your day going? How is your day? Or how is your day going? These questions mean how are you, not just right now, but how you've been all day. You would use these greetings later in the day and with someone you see regularly. For example, you might ask a coworker one of these questions in the afternoon, or a cashier that you see at the grocery store every evening. It's going well is the grammatically correct response, but many people simply answer with fine, good, or alright. By the way, notice that good, fine, or not bad are perfect answers to almost any greeting question. Number 6. Good to see you or nice to see you. Good to see you or nice to see you. These casual greetings are used with friends, co-workers, or family members that you have not seen in a while. It's common for close friends to hug when they greet each other, particularly if they haven't seen each other in some time. Let's move on to number 7. Long time no see or it's been a while. Long time no see or it's been a while. These casual greetings are used when you have not seen someone in a long time, particularly if you meet that person unexpectedly. How much is a long time? It depends on how often you normally see that person. For example, you could use one of these greetings if you normally see the person every week, but then don't see them for a few months or more. Usually these phrases are followed with a question like how are you, how have you been, or what's new. Let's learn expressions that we use with co-workers, at professional places and business places. Formal greetings are also used when you meet older people. Number 1. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. These are formal ways of saying hello, which change depending on the time of the day. Keep in mind that good night is only used to say goodbye. So, if you meet someone late in the day, remember to greet them with good evening rather than good night. Good morning can be made more casual by simply saying morning. You can also use afternoon or evening as informal greetings, but these are less commonly used. Number 2. It's nice to meet you or pleased to meet you. It's nice to meet you or pleased to meet you. These questions are formal and polite. If you say this to someone when you meet him or her for the first time, it will make you seem courteous. Remember to only use these greetings the first time you meet someone. Next time you see the person, you can show that you remember him or her by saying, "It's nice to see you again." Number 3. How have you been? How have you been? This greeting question is only asked by people who have already met. If someone asks you, how have you been, they want to know if you have been well since the last time the two of you met. Number 4. How do you do? How do you do? This greeting is very formal and quite uncommon, but it may still be used by some older people. Proper response is I am doing well, or as strange as it seems, some people even ask how do you do, right back as an answer. So friends, we've completed formal and informal greetings. Are you ready to learn some slang? Yes, let's start. Number 1. Yo. Yo. This extremely informal greeting is common in America. It comes from 1990s hip-hop slang, and these days it's often used jokingly. This greeting should only be used with very close friends and never in a business setting. Number 2. Are you okay? You alright? Alright, mate? This casual way of asking both hello and how are you is common in Britain. You can respond yeah, fine, or simply alright. Next, howdy. 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 This is a very informal abbreviation of how do you do. That is common in certain parts of Canada and the US. Keep in mind that if you say howdy outside of these regions, you will sound like a cowboy, and it might make the other person laugh. Next slang is sup, what's up, sup, what's up. These greetings are abbreviations of what's up, which are common among teenagers, like with what's up, you can answer nothing or not much. The next slang is good day mate. Good day mate. This casual greeting is an Australian abbreviation of good day. Keep in mind that Australian greetings often use ya instead of you. So how are ya is the same as how are you, and how are ya going is the same as how is it going, or how are you doing. The last one, here. Here. This is the last slang, and after this, the list of expressions, greetings, all ends. This greeting, short for how are you, is commonly used in certain parts of England. However, you don't need to answer this question. You can just say hey right back. Just if somebody says here, you can say hey. Now, before we finish this video, let's practice what we have learned. I will narrate a sample conversation. You can imitate it with me. In this conversation, Nikhil meets one of his students and her husband. Let's listen to their conversation. Nikhil: good morning, Ankita. Ankita: good morning, sir. How are you? Nikhil: I'm fine, thanks. And you? Ankita: not too bad. Sir, this is my husband Rohit. Rohit, this is Mr. Nikhil, my English teacher. Nikhil: pleased to meet you. Rohit: pleased to meet you too. Are you from Bihar, Mr. Nikhil? Nikhil: yes, North Bihar, from Darbhanga. And you, are you from Bihar too? Rohit: no, I am from West Bengal, but I live in Mumbai now. Nikhil: well, goodbye Rohit, it was nice to see you. Goodbye.